Hello everyone, welcome to the Slack Kitchen once again. Today, more quarantine food, simple, easy, fast, satisfying. It's gonna be delicious. It's gonna be so easy, you'll be like, why haven't I done this before? So, one of my family's favorite, one of my daughter's favorite, potato leek soup. The way I'm making it is so simple. I use a classic French recipe, and there's a few things I'm doing different to adapt to our times. So the first thing we're gonna do is look at our ingredients. We're gonna use some butter. We're gonna use leeks that I have chopped pretty fine. So this is not very fine chops, just roughly chopped leeks. And same for the potatoes we're gonna use. This is about roughly chopped. We're going to, I didn't chop them thinner because I will use an immersion blender when all is said and done. I'm going to run this through this. So so I don't need, if you don't have an immersion blender or don't want to blend them or make this soup into thicker consistency, you should cut these guys very, very fine. Same with the potatoes, make a piece like this into 3, so that in the 15 minutes that we're going to spend in the pot, it's going to cook to a degree where it all softens up and mushes up and kind of falls apart on its own. So it needs to be very small. We don't need to do that because we're going to use the immersion blender. So first thing we're going to do is use a little bit of butter. Now, this might look like a lot of butter, but I'm actually using less than half of the traditional amount. So in my hot pot goes my very small amount of butter. So the pot's hot, it's melting really fast. I'm actually getting some browning already. Woo-hoo. So as my butter melts, I'm going to start putting my leeks. So what I want to do with the leeks, I want to do something called make them sweat. So here we go, we're making them sweat in the butter. As the butter melts, it's not going to take very long. I don't want them to cook, I don't want them to brown. I just want them to get a little tender. I don't even look for transparent here. So not like, not quite as much as you do with an onion, if you will. So one of the things you may have noticed is that I did keep some green in my leeks, and I find that the green, part of the green is tender, has a lot of flavor, and adds color, which is really nice. And in those nice spring days that are chilly in the evening, like today, it's really nice to have the color, the tender leeks, and they're beautiful at this time of year. And then the flavor. So do you see how long it took? They are now softer. They have sweated. My butter is melted, and we're going to add the potatoes. I need to turn this up a bit because it's not going quite as fast as I want it to go. There we go. This is ready. Putting a twig of thyme. So here's what I'm going to put a twig in, because when we're done, I'm going to remove it before I put the blender in. But I want the flavor now. So this, add my potatoes, toss the whole thing together, and let the potatoes get a chance to sweat also. Now, this is the stage of the recipe where having twice as much butter would have been really good, but this is fine. I can toss it, I can turn it, I'm good. This is the time when we're gonna go pretty heavy on the pepper. And we're also gonna go pretty heavy on the salt. Remember, we're going to salt now and not salt again. This is it for the salt. It's gonna help soften the vegetables, break everything down so it cooks faster. You want something that's fast. And here it is, softening up. The potatoes are starting to soften. Happens pretty fast. So for quantities, I used yellow potatoes this size. I peeled the ugly areas, but I kept the skin on. So the trick here is to wash the potato first under water, so it's nice and clean, and then you peel the areas that you don't want to keep, like the eye right here. And I used about 6 of these size potatoes. I used 4 leeks. I just used about a stick of butter. And next, the next thing that's going to go in there is going to be water. So I'm going to let this sweat a little more. And we're ready to go with the water. So I have about, I have 4 cups right here, and that should be just about right. There you go. Now you see about how this covers my solids, my potatoes and my leek, but it does not really go beyond that. It doesn't drown it. So I'm going to turn up the heat, and we're going to let this boil. We're going to let it boil uncovered for 15 minutes. When that's done, I'm going to use my immersion blender, and I'm going to remove the thyme, and I'm going to use the immersion blender to make it something into velouté. I don't know the English word for that. And we'll have this nice rich soup. The only thing the French would do at that point, that's different, that they would put cream in it. I'm not going to put cream in it because I think that this is going to be nice and rich and wonderful without the cream. If you want to go all French on us, put cream. Now, the amount of cream you'd put in a traditional recipe would be about a pint. They are not kidding about cream and butter, I tell you. You know, that my heritage is rich and in animal fats. And so, here you have it, most simple soup, really fast. Prep time was the longest thing. Took me maybe 10 minutes to chop up my vegetables. And then, you know, it's gonna take 15 minutes once we're reaching a nice boil. Let it go, immersion blender, and if you want, add some cream. From the Slack Kitchen, I'm Dr. Jean-Marc Slack. I can't wait to see you. Share your recipes with me, and let me know what you want to see me do. I love to cook and I love to share my easy and delicious recipes. From my kitchen to your kitchen.